Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and other. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Knight. When we left off, we did a lot of intro stuff. We learned that Scarecrow is going to be making a mess of Gotham, and we learned about some little side missions we can do. If I remember rightly, Oracle said she was going to need some time to figure out what she was doing there. So I think we should probably investigate one of these three things. So I'm going to start with this murder.
You to link up with...
I'm going to investigate that crime scene. If there's a serial killer in town, I'll find them.
Good luck out there.
Come on, answer the phone, damn it.
There is something that I wanted to show people in Let's Play. This evidence room is probably one of my favorite things in this game. It's sort of, this room is sort of like a collection. As you progress through the game and finish side quests and stuff, it gets filled with evidence. And this is all evidence and whatnot from previous games. So you can go through and look at all of the, I might maybe listen to all of these in a later episode. There's all the Joker's tools and stuff. But what I came in here for is, you can actually see this is the electric gun from Batman Arkham City. It was sort of a tool that he built on the fly. So I'm just gonna...
One electric charge gun used by Batman, aka... We don't like to ask. Batman dropped this here with the rest of the Arkham City evidence. Nice to have some of Batman's gear in the evidence room. Hope he doesn't ask for it back.
Unfortunately, Cash, that's actually a hint that significantly later in the plot we will need this gadget, but it is actually possible to take it now. Sorry, Cash, but I need that. There's also a Riddler trophy here that I can do the same thing to. So now I've got a Riddler trophy.
Hi, diddle, detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pay it back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
It's a bit of dark foreshadowing. See if these guards will react to me taking evidence.
I ain't stopping him.
Don't look at me.
You're right. It's my gear. So...
Never seen him up close before.
let's go investigate that murder,
God knows
shall
how
we?
we got out without shooting anyone. The people in that diner tore each other apart.
Is it just me? The toxins don't seem to be wearing off.
I hope you're wrong. He's going through hell in there.
So that's Officer Owens, not Gomez. Officer Owens from the opening bit in the diner. That's the cop who got fear toxined. And optionally could have killed a bunch of people, but I opted not to do that.
Hey, Batman! I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing! He's got plans for you, Batman. You and all your friends. Tonight's the night we finally break the bat.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
Go to sleep. That's how Batman does lullabies. That's why he would make an awful parent. I mean, that's just... that's him being nice. That's just how he does lullabies. Either that or probably like a giant bat-themed tranquilizer dart.
That's a serious upgrade. Air support saw it turn into some kind of tank. Nice.
Don't get too close. He's here. Back up.
You like the wheels, boys?
Good evening, Mr. Wayne.
Only seats one.
I hope the car's performing to your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, she's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road.
that was Lucius Fox, sort of Batman's gadget builder.
I have messages for you all. To the vandals who stayed behind to pick the still warm flesh from Gotham's bones. Have your fun. You are under my protection. To the cowards quaking behind the police department's walls, you will not be spared. And to Batman, I have already won. Emptied your city with a vial of toxin and a few threatening words. That's how little the safety you provided was worth. And when the dawn comes, when Gotham lies in ruin and I turn my gaze to the world beyond, the legend of the Batman will be worth nothing at all.
So he'll be doing that a lot. That's basically the Scarecrow radio hour or radio show, which is interesting. So let's investigate this.
Alfred, I found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
I think that's the first time in the Rocksteady series we've ever actually seen what Alfred looks like, which is pretty awesome. The deep tissue scanner, we now investigate this body and look for distinguishing features so that we can actually work out who it is.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads, Ophelia. The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
So that is that done, and we earned an upgrade point. The upgrade points can be used for, well, upgrading. Exactly what it sounds like. If we look around, these are the different categories of things we can upgrade. So if I take a look at the bat suit, for example, I could get a grapple takedown, give myself a bit more health here. If I upgrade combat, could get critical strikes, which is actually quite good. Aerial juggle, which is something I never really used. Weapon steel, that one might be good. What else? Gadget tech, we can increase the smoke pellet duration. Gadget skills. Firearm disarm, that's what I want. That is definitely a thing that I can use. What's this? Accuracy in the Batmobile. Sure. So we've upgraded a little bit, which is good. See what other missions we've got. We've got...
The missing fire crew's not safe on these streets. I'll start by checking Dixon Dock West. That was their last reported location.
We've got a firefighter in need of assistance. Who better to lend a hand than Batman?
Think he's had enough?
Not by a long shot. He can take more. Ain't that right, fireman?
Please, no more.
You know, I got a lot of respect for firemen. Rushing into burning buildings, rescuing kittens from trees. Yeah, you guys are straight up heroes.
hero. You don't sound like a hero. Louder!
They're really going to town on this guy.
Come on! Convince us! I'm a hero! That's... Now I'm convinced. Roach, show Mr. Fireman what we do to heroes! Oh! Oh!
But what do heroes do to you? Missed. Ow. Alright, screwed that up a little bit. Punch! Hit him while he's down. That's always effective.
Over here!
Batman. God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. The rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
So now we've saved a fireman. Hit the wrong button. So what is this? Investigate the Riddler's last known
I'm going to the train
location.
yard. Nigma's planning something. He always is.
So I won't be using the Batmobile to get around all the time. I actually quite like gliding in this game. The map isn't so big that you can't just glide everywhere. I mean, I suppose it's big enough that the Batmobile's enjoyable, but it's not so big that gliding is like, oh, I just can't. It's too much. I just noticed this car here.
Gotham really went soft without Joker.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna try to do a vehicle takedown, which is sort of a very Batman-y take out a car without using the Batmobile. Well, that guy's clothesline.
I'll try.
Ow. I've got a bat, man. Jesus. That was awful. Alright, so what's going on here then? Apparently we need the Batmobile. Batmobile's a little derpy when you just call it like that.
Why, hello there, Detective. Yes, it's me, your most feared nemesis, the Riddler. Congratulations are in order, for you have arrived early for this, the next generation of my riddles. I'm afraid the full particulars of my plan will have to remain unannounced for the time being. But I see no harm in rewarding the harmless little glimmer of initiative you have shown with a sneak peek, a preview, if you will, of the kind of conundrum I have in store.
That's interesting. I've never come here early before, normally, so I wonder what this is actually going to be then. Oh, it is the same thing.
Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. Should you be caught using any of these, you will be expelled from the course. Rule the third. The use of purpose-built riddle-solving equipment is strictly prohibited. I am familiar with the contents of your utility belt, Detective, and I will be evaluating any sudden additions over the course of this evening most suspiciously. Rule the fourth. In the event of fire or flood, I will be on hand to guide you to the nearest emergency exit. Assuming, that is, you are not too proud to follow my advice. In that eventuality, we will consider your stubbornly prideful suicide an admission of defeat. Rule the fifth. Do not ask for clues.
Can I Google them?
Rule the sixth. Should I, in my exasperation, choose to provide you with a clue, hint, obliquely meaningful insult, or any other form of assistance, you will not ask for further elucidation, but instead thank me for my kind generosity, whilst adhering to the forms of address outlined in the very first rule. Rule the seventh. Bathroom break.
Alright, I'm tired of it. Let's go.
What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires.
So Riddler's sort of set up
Come now, Detective.
kind of racetracks. There is a reason he's done this, and you will see it.
Ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom.
These racetracks are quite enjoyable, actually. As odd as it sounds that Riddler set up racetracks, they are kind of fun in a weird way. Because whenever these platforms move, that's actually me moving them. Whoa, like that. You have to press the circle or B button to actually move those platforms of your own accord. And the laps get progressively more difficult. Oh boy. There we go. So that's lap 1. Lap 2 is going to get a little bit trickier. There's 3 laps of each track.
I need the extra speed.
I killed myself! Whoops.
Oh. I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours.
Oh boy. Alright. Physics-defying Batmobile, go! If I remember rightly, that last jump on the last lap is all sorts of fun. What? Bullshit! Bullshit, that hit me. Whatever. Carrying on. I got this.
Now pay attention, Detective. Go left.
Okay, there we go. And drop. And drop. Whoa.
You're close, Detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble.
Thanks for the advice, Riddler. I hate you. Okay, so this one's fun. It's got a wall on it now. So I have to drop the wall and then bring the floor back.
Congratulations, Detective. You have defeated me. Seriously, Dark Knight, I'm stunned, humiliated, utterly bested. Time I gave up, I think. Why don't you head on your way?
So if I had come here later, there would be something here for me to do, but at the moment, there's not. So I guess we just gotta go meet Oracle, and then we'll deal with Riddler later.
Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight. You sweet, naive sentinel. Of course it wouldn't. Still, thanks to your unrelenting desire to showboat, I now have several hundred terabytes worth of performance data relating to that latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. Naturally, I shall be using this data to calibrate further challenges and trials. I'll see you soon, Detective. There's a lot more to come.
So Riddler's being his usual self then. Not surprising. Go! Alright, let's go see Oracle and see...
I'm heading to the clock tower to see what Oracle's found on Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope it's good news, sir.
Indeed. One can hope.
Batman! He's got a freaking tank! Oh god, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us! Keep driving! Evacuate and miss all this? I'll take my chances with Scarecrow.
So this is the clock tower. This is sort of Oracle's base of operations. Her Batcave, if you will. It's quite ordinary.
Identity confirmed.
Do I come into Batcave, start messing with all your stuff?
You've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the manufacturing process?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
Run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating a sphere toxin.
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time. I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Bruce, I spoke to Dad. I hate lying to him. He'd kill me if he knew I was still in the city. He still blames himself for this.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
That is the first time in this series we actually get to see Oracle in the flesh.
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
Thank God. What can I do?
Get your men ready. Soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
All right. Yeah, I fought Batman once. Broke my arm in 3 places. But the way I see it, lightning ain't gonna strike the same place twice.
So the movie studios is another kind of important Batman-y place in this game. I'm not certain if it's a very important Batman-y place in like the comics and the general mythos, but in this game the movie studios are important.
Batman, lost in the waters beneath Arkham. But like all submerged, forgotten fears, eventually I returned.
The generator's damaged. I need to bypass it and power the antenna directly.
Hello again, Mr. Wayne. How can I help you this time?
Is the power winch ready for deployment?
It's 100% functional, though no guarantees if you're intending to pull that car of yours up the side of a building.
You read my mind.
It's in the job description, Mr. Wayne. Batwing's on its way.
I love the character interaction in this game is so much better than I think it ever really has been. And everything is gorgeous. Oh dear, I'm gonna slide off the end of this, aren't I?
I'll improvise.
The winch needs a secure anchor point to function. Once it's attached, just hit reverse. And please be careful with the car, Mr. Wayne. She's one of a kind.
Ain't that the truth? So I'm just gonna, you know, do some damage to Gotham here and rip this sign down. There we go. No one needs that sign. So now I'm on the roof with the Batmobile. Whoops. My bad. So I'm just gonna jump up to this bit. So there will be a few sections in this game where you have to puzzle the Batmobile around kind of, oh, excuse me, sorry. Puzzle it around a little bit, trickier areas. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, so sorry. But then you can do fun things like this. Literally driving the Batmobile up a wall. The winch can also be used to power things by revving your engine.
I've restored power to the radio antenna.
Great. I'm connecting now. I was just talking to Robin. I think you should too.
Bruce, you need me out there. We can find Scarecrow faster together.
What you're working on
Oh, that's
is more
disappointing.
important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Okay. Listen, try checking in once in a while. We're partners, remember?
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna ready?
Yeah, but we're going to need a microwave tower to triangulate Scarecrow's location. There's one at Falcone's shipping in the Cauldron. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Oracle. The Batmobile's powering the antenna.
So even though I have changed what Robin looks like in-game, that doesn't actually change during the phone call bits, which is a little upsetting, but I suppose I can survive.
The country wants his Batman, from Metropolis to Keystone. We're going to give them a show.
Rather we didn't. Rather we show them that you getting your ass kicked. That's what we show them.
We're wasting time. We've got the run of the whole city and we're stuck up here guarding some antenna.
Scarecrow's men are guarding the antenna. I need to evaluate the threat and plan my attack.
What happens this whole operation?
5 soldiers, all armed. If I alert them, they'll kill the hostage. And need to reach a vantage point to draw them outside.
What happened? Scarecrow said he'd be here. If you ask me, he's paranoid. Probably huffing too much of that gas. I'd like to see.
If I can separate them, they'll be easier to take down.
Look at the guy.
So this is our first Predator bit.
Hey, you hear that? Someone's out there. You two, go take a look. The door stays locked. I'm taking no chances. Got it, boss.
The Predator bits are just classic, classic Arkham series, and now a lot of the silent takedowns have become significantly easier to pull off. There we go.
No one's stopping us.
3 more soldiers inside. They think they're safe if they stick together. Lucius, I've got a hostage situation. 3 gunmen. I need to take them all out before they can react. Is it ready?
Flexible plates over an MR fluid armor layer. You'll move faster, hit harder, and look scarier while doing so.
Send it, Lucius. Now.
Already airborne, Mr. Wayne.
So Batman gets a new suit in this game, and I am a huge fan of it. So he's ditching the spandex and underwear look of the previous Arkham games and going for a new look this time around. Surely they would have heard that. Let's get the new suit. It's way more of a sort of Iron Man sort of armored suit, which I really like the idea of. I do like if any of those guys just walked outside right now, they would just see Bruce Wayne getting dressed.
Well, Mr. Wayne, let me walk you through it. The outer and inner layers of the bodysuit are made of a titanium-dipped tri-weave. It's between those layers where things get interesting. Wayne Tech MR fluid hardens in response to impact. With this kind of shock absorption, you'll be able to put more force into your counterattacks. The liquid armor's more flexible than the fibers you're accustomed to as well. You can use that increased maneuverability to take out multiple foes in quick succession. The suit's compatible with the Batmobile's electromagnetic eject mechanism too. You'll fly out of that thing like a bullet from a railgun. Speaking of which, the new grapnel launcher will pull you skyward just as fast. Don't worry, Mr. Wayne. That suit can take the G's. How's it feel, Mr. Wayne? I've activated the AR training program should you want to run diagnostics, or just break it in.
3 gunmen, 1 hostage. Time to put this suit to the test.
What the hell was that? He just called it backup? What's happening? Shut up! He's trying to flush us out.
So the new suit allows for a few new abilities.
The new
One of
suit
those
is
new
faster
abilities.
and more mobile. By getting close without being detected, I can get the jump on them, and in the panic, take down all 3 before they know what's hit them.
Yes, one of the new abilities is called a Fear Multi-Takedown. If you can get the drop on like multiple people and they don't know you're there, you can end up very loudly taking out all 3.
Help me!
It's a really neat new ability, and you can actually upgrade that to make it up to 5, which is really good if you get the drop on a combat situation before.
I need to help the hostage before I
tried to help the hostage.
antenna.
If you can sneak into a fighting situation, you can take out a big number of them before they get them. Before they
You're safe now.
Aggro.
I'll send someone to pick you up.
Thank you. You tell me you're gonna find Scarecrow. That son of a bitch needs to be stopped.
Oracle, I've attached the uplink to the microwave tower.
Perfect. I made an anonymous call to GCPD. They're gonna send someone to pick up the hostage. Come on, connect. Love the suit, by the way. Okay, both towers are fully online.
Time to find Scarecrow.
Gonna find him with a crazy, like,
I need to use both
batarang
antennas to identify the micro and radio wave frequencies across Gotham. If I can find both frequencies at the same location, I'll know where Scarecrow is manufacturing his toxin.
So I've got these two things that I can rotate and try to find a place where both of these signals match up. Oh, look at that.
The radio and microwave frequencies point to Ace Chemicals. That's where Scarecrow's producing the toxin.
Surprise, surprise.
Jim, I've traced the fear toxin to Ace Chemicals. That's where we'll find Scarecrow.
Impossible. I've had a team there ever since the evacuation started, just like you asked.
Crane must have bought them off. Or worse.
I'm in the area. I'll round up my guys and head over.
Hold off until I get there, Jim. I'm on my way.
So now we know where Scarecrow is, we can go and get him in the next episode. So that's where this episode ends. Stick around and you'll be able to see even more on this channel. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you'd like to see even more Batman Arkham Knight. And also Witcher 3 is also still happening. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching and